much for my worries that the 76ers had figured out Jalen Brunson. Holy shit. Brunson with one of the all-time great playoff performances in Knicks history. Not but one of the great performances, and certainly of the last like 20, 30 years, at least in my lifetime. That's a performance that would have happened to the Knicks earlier in my lifetime. This was Jalen Brunson just putting his stamp on it. Like, look, you guys may have think you have this figured out. I am going to make my mark in this series. And he did in such a big time way. And now for the Knicks, like, you feel like you've got it rolling, right? Like, you survived Brunson trying to get this thing figured out. You know how to get him going. And the other players who have stepped up continue to step up. I still feel confident in a heart. I still feel confident in what OG Anunoby is doing defensively and in what Hartenstein's been able to do down low against Joel Embiid. And with it looking increasingly more likely that they would be playing the Pacers in the second round, you're feeling really good about how your team stacks up right now. But Brunson being able to get going is such a gigantic. I know I'm not breaking any news here. Star player playing well really helps basketball team. But this was such a big moment for this Knicks team to be able to come out and come away with that one instead of this series being tied at 2 and then questions about like, hey, maybe Philadelphia's figured some stuff out. Brunson, another in a long line of superstar performances, comes up big. And for the 76ers, like they just seem to just be a step behind the Knicks. And while a few of these games have been close, when it gets down to winning time, I just don't think they have it. I don't think Embiid has it coming back from the injury. They've got nothing from Buddy Hield, which was, I thought, a sneaky good addition at the deadline, but he has done nothing. And like that, it feels kind of over for him now. Kyle Lowry, I don't think you could have asked for anything more. I don't think you could ask for more from Maxey. It just feels like they are outgunned right now with Embiid not at 100%. They're an interesting team going into next year, but I do think that they are pretty well done right now. The other NBA note I want to get to today is just how done the Phoenix Suns looked, and they are screwed. That was supposed to be the cakewalk for them. Not cakewalk, but things broke perfectly for them against the Minnesota team that they had dominated throughout the regular season. And then the Timberwolves just came out and continuously punched them in the face and dominated and dominated and dominated and dominated and dominated. And the Suns had no answer. And that should not be the case when you have Booker and KD. I don't care about the rest. When you have Booker and KD, you should be able to figure it out to at least be able to win a game. And so now they're stuck. Because you're not trading Booker, you're not trading KD, you can't trade Beal. What's Nurkic going to get you that is going to help this team? You are all in on this group of 3, and it didn't work. Like, honestly, that Beal trade looks a lot like when the Lakers went out and made the move for Russell Westbrook, and I think they're still paying for that. They have recovered from it exceptionally well, but they are still paying for it, and I think the Suns are going to be paying for this Beal one for a long time. They made the big swing on the wrong guy, and I think it is really going to backfire on them going forward. Like, you could justify maybe, like, you know what? Gave it a shot, didn't work. Let's try to blow this thing up and start over again. But they have given up so much to go out and get these guys, it wouldn't make a lick of sense. Like, they feel like they could be stuck in a bad spot for a long time.